Who has guns? Good question. I have a friend who's American Indian. Mm-hmm. And he says, I got my AK-47. I got a sniper rifle, and I got an AK-47, and a couple pistols. And says, everybody in our tribe seems to have a if they live in this thing, they have a FOID card, or if they live in other states, they have cards and guns. And our tribe is everybody in the tribe has a gun. Says, well, why? It says, well, we don't trust the white man. Oh, white men speak with forked tongue. Yes, everybody in Washington speaks with forked tongue. We don't trust them. Yeah, they can. Well, what happens if they pass a law banning your guns? Oh yeah? Let me see. Since the 1900, Roosevelt running up San Juan Hill, a member of our tribe has fought in every war that the United States has fought in. And we go back to 1900. And World War I. You know why we fought in World War I? Our tribal members joined? Yeah. No, why that? Well, we got paid to kill white men. They give us a rifle, we go kill white men. World War II, they give us a rifle, we go kill white men. Well, we also kill Japanese too. But we basically went kill white men. You know, the Japanese in Europe, what do? They get to kill Germans. We get together and have a big powwow. We kill white men. Yeah, the Iraqi war or the Afghan war. We get together, we kill white men. Well, they're not white. Well, they may not think they're white, but to us, they're white. He says, yeah, we're all are. And we're pretty damn good shots. Mm-hmm. And a white man from Washington, D.C. comes on our land to take us away. We're going to have a lot of scalps hanging from poles. We know the land and the layout. You come for our guns, we come for you. After we get done taking your scalp, we're going after your family. We're going after the lawmakers. Think twice. And I find out that they're not the only one, the American Indian tribe, because I know people from Eastern Europe living under the code. Their parents fought the Nazis and they fought the Russians. And their policy is another thing too. We're not disarming. If it can happen here or there, it can happen here. Oh no, it would never happen here. You say, oh no? Yeah, the old saying, tell that to the American Indian or the Japanese. Tell that to the American Indian. What do you mean it can't happen here? There's 300,000 Cubans in Cuba, military there down there. And the only thing stops them is the Cubans in Miami. Think about that. You think of the movie Red Dawn? Yeah. Who says it can't happen? Or we got the Canadians. You got to remember the Canadians are there, the Mexicans are there, and the Puerto Ricans are down there, and the Jamaicans are over there, and the people from Bahamas over there, and the Haiti and Dominican Republic, and well, they're all foreigners. And of course, we got the Russians, the Syrians and Russians, and all the illegals and that. But it says, American Indians are well armed. You want to have a war? We knock you back in the Stone Age. We will cut the telegraph line. Yes. Yes. But as the other thing, who else has basically guns? If you're Polish, you have a firearm. If you're Ukrainian, you have a firearm. If you're Lithuanian, you have a firearm. Estonian, you have a firearm. If you lived under under the USSR, very likely you have a firearm in your house, because who says it can't happen here? That's what they said in Germany. Think about that. A good Christian Germany in 1920s and 30s. It couldn't happen there. Yeah, well, very easy. And of course, we elected idiots in this country. Who says it can't happen here? You know, how about if we elect O'Rourke? What do you think he's going to do? Or who's the other one? The guy who owns all the skyscrapers, or the ones who are totally in debt again. Oh yes, he's going to be. You know, really? Right. You still haven't got the effect that he lost. Maybe it's like all his little ventures in a casino. How can you lose in a casino? How can you lose money owning a casino? But hey, you had to deal with that type of person. You know, it's very simple. And then you look at the rest of the world who has dictatorships. You know, kings, yes. Princes, yes. No, I don't mind. You know, I'm not talking about England with a king, but all the other ones, you know, the Middle East, they have kings, and they run their country as little serfdoms or their own private banks. What do you mean it can't happen here? That is a big problem. Here they're going to pass laws. Yeah, now how are you going to enforce them? You're going to go against the American Indian who happen to have recent training in Afghanistan or Iraq, and you're going to say you're going to have to turn in your guns because you have to trust us? Really, white man? You're going to walk into a black neighborhood and say you're going to take away all their guns in a black neighborhood? Or worse, a Chinese neighborhood? Or a Korean? Or Indian? Really? Wow, that should be interesting. Can I stand here and watch you lose your head? Well, if you're an honest citizen, you will turn it in. Oh, I got a better one. I got a rope. You got a neck. I hang you and say a half a dozen other congressmen. Get the point across. Oh, and you hang me once. I hang a half a dozen of you. You hang me once. And have you met my cousin? He's going to hang a half a dozen of you, and you're going to hang him one. And did you meet my other cousin over there? Yes, he's going to hang a half a dozen of you, and you're going to hang him once. You can most likely hang your whole family, but still, it's sure not going to do you guys any good. So watch what you pass as laws. Well, people are being killed. Have you been to Chicago lately? There was a guy got warned about coming to Chicago. You know, it's dangerous coming to Chicago. You can get shot. He said, no, that's not happened. It got happened. He got shot at. Welcome to Chicago, kid. Yeah, let's see what happens. What? I think they got, so far this year, they got 600 dead bodies or something or 600 shootings, yeah. Which is also, people are shooting at police officers. Yeah. Pretty brave, isn't it? They're killing kids here. They get caught in a crossfire, or as what was that little girl? She made a film against a drug gang, a video, gang. They killed her. She was killed in a park. Oh, it was an accident and everything else. No, it was targeted. But, well, who has guns? My guns? I got a crossbow. Sorry. Well, that's not very good against somebody with a real gun. No, it's not good. It's close quarters. If you're breaking into my house, I'm going to pull the string back and put a bolt in it. Hopefully you're close enough where I can aim it between your, there. Yes. And I don't, the old saying, you shoot from here up. Okay? Because they may have flak vests on, but they don't really have anything here. And I'm quite sure, again, kind of shield that they have in their face is you will be able to penetrate. And I tell people, if you own a firearm, learn to shoot here, not below the neck, because they're usually having body armor on them. Oh, or the kneecap. That's always good too. Or into the legs, as Joe Biden, our president, says, shoot them in the legs. Yeah, because you have a very small gap between one leg and the other one, unless they're bow-legged. Sorry about that. Yeah, and otherwise, as I said, I got a little crossbow pistol. Why don't I get anything else? I don't shoot myself in the foot. Why don't I get something else? I don't shoot myself in the foot. My luck? Yeah. If there's a minefield there, and there's only one mine in the minefield out in the prairie, I'm going to step on it. Yeah, I don't have a gun. Well, they say, well, what do you mean? Because that's what I do. I step on the one single thing. Hey, my last car, I ran over a bag. I ran over this plastic bag and wrapped it around my drive shaft and pulled the harness down. I tried to get people to repair it, and they looked at it and said, they laughed. So I gave it to someone else to have it repaired. They could, if it could be done, they could do it. And they said, I can't find the parts. Oh, as I said, if it's there, I'm going to run over it. I'm going to step on it. It's going to hit me in my face. So I don't do things. And why don't I have a firearm? I got a FOID card because I go with other people to shoot. I go to other people to shoot. Well, I could go rent a gun. When they say, hey, you want to go shooting? I said, sure, I go shooting. I can't hit anything. I can't hit anything. I almost have to be to hit anything. I can't hit anything. I missed the target. How is that possible from 5 feet away? I don't know. Aren't you hitting the target? Are you shooting the right way? Oh, and my gun always goes, bang, kicks. So you're going to find me with a gun? Nah. I need a blunderbuss. You know what a blunderbuss is? It's those, it was what stagecoach drivers would have, a blunderbuss. It was a scatter gun. They put powder into it, and they have a little flint lock there, and then they put nails and stones and everything else on there, and a rag, that thing. And what it did, it went blunderbuss. That's about what I would need. Well, hey, what can I do? Or maybe I just have a big fire extinguisher. Big water pistol? Or I can wear flares and say, shoot me if you dare, shoot me if you dare. Of course, I hope the person who's looking at me is saying, oh my God, he's got a bomb, and he runs. I guess, whatever. Oh, well, that's people who own guns. American Indian. Take scalp, white man.